Picture this. You get up from the couch, nothing dramatic, you're just going to the kitchen for a glass of water. And before you even reach the hallway, your dog is already beside you, tail swinging, eyes locked on your face, like your movement was a headline and he didn't want to miss the story. Now, your cat, she was asleep on the armchair, completely unbothered, but as you pass the doorway, one eye opens. She watches. She doesn't follow, she just knows. You probably laughed at that. Maybe you thought, classic, the dog loves me, the cat tolerates me. But here's the thing, that's not what just happened. What you actually witnessed was two completely different biological operating systems running in the same hallway at the same moment, each shaped by thousands of years of evolutionary pressure pulling in opposite directions. Your dog didn't follow you because he loves you more than your cat does. He followed you because his nervous system is wired to treat you as a source of critical survival information. And your cat didn't stay behind because she's indifferent. She stayed because, for her species, holding her ground is the behavior of a secure, well-bonded animal. Same hallway, same moment, completely different evolutionary logic. Tonight, we're going inside that logic. We're talking genetics, neuroscience, attachment theory, and the biology of a bond that runs much deeper than a wagging tail or a slow blink. Let's start with the cat, because almost everything you've been told about her is wrong. Your cat is not an introvert who tolerates you. She's a territorial mapper, and you are the most important landmark in her map. Here's what that means. Cats are solitary hunters by evolutionary design. Unlike pack animals, they didn't develop survival systems built around group coordination. They built them around space. Every corner of your home that your cat has rubbed against, sniffed, or slept near, she owns. Not emotionally, neurologically. She has mapped the scent signatures, the sounds, the temperature gradients, the traffic patterns of every room. Your home is her cognitive territory. And you are a moving, fixed point inside that territory. In 2015, researchers at Oregon State University ran a landmark study. They applied the classic strange situation test, originally designed to measure infant caregiver attachment, to domestic cats. What they found surprised even the scientists. When placed in an unfamiliar room with their owner present, the majority of cats showed what behavioral scientists call a secure base effect. They explored more confidently, they were calmer, they returned to their owner between bouts of exploration, not out of anxiety, but as a reference check. Remove the owner, exploration dropped, stress behaviors increased. This is not the behavior of an indifferent animal. This is the behavior of an animal using a trusted individual as an anchor point in a world of environmental unpredictability. And it goes even deeper. Cats practice what behavioral scientists call behavioral mirroring, but not the way you might think. Your cat isn't mimicking your emotions. She's reading your biology, your breathing rate, the tension in your shoulders, the way your posture shifts when you're anxious versus relaxed. Research suggests cats can distinguish between owner emotional states based almost entirely on physiological cues, long before any verbal or facial signal is given. Your exhale after a hard day, she registered it. The way you sit differently when you're stressed, she filed it. She doesn't come to comfort you the way a dog does, but she repositions, she recalibrates her proximity. She may not put her head on your lap, but she will often choose to be in the same room in a location where she has full visual access to you while appearing to do absolutely nothing. That nothing is everything. Your cat's love language is vigilant presence, and understanding that changes how you read every slow blink, every tail curl, every quiet decision to just be near you. Now, the dog. If the cat evolved to use you as a secure base, the dog evolved to need you as something closer to a co-pilot, and the science behind that need is genuinely extraordinary. Let's talk genetics first. In 2010, researchers studying the domestication of dogs identified something remarkable. Dogs carry genetic variants located near genes associated with Williams-Beuren syndrome in humans that appear to drive extreme sociability. Williams-Beuren is a condition characterized by an almost compulsive desire to bond with others, a near total absence of social fear, and hypersensitivity to emotional cues in other people. In humans, it's considered a disorder. In dogs, evolution selected for it. What this means is that your dogs need to be near you, to track you, to seek reassurance from your face. It isn't a personality quirk. It is quite literally written into his DNA. But that's just the foundation. The behavior itself is even more fascinating. Scientists at the Clever Dog Lab in Vienna have extensively studied a phenomenon called referential looking in dogs. When a dog encounters something he doesn't understand, a strange noise, an unfamiliar object, a new situation, he doesn't investigate independently the way a cat might. He looks at you. He checks your face for information. Your expression becomes his risk assessment. Your calm becomes his calm. Your alarm becomes his alarm. He is not looking at you out of submission. He is looking at you because, evolutionarily speaking, you are his most reliable data source. The University of Nolan took this further. Studies there demonstrated that dogs and their owners show measurable cortisol synchronization, meaning that their biological stress responses actually align over time. When owners are chronically stressed, dogs develop elevated baseline cortisol levels. When owners are calm, dogs physiologically settle. You're not just your dog's companion, you're a co-regulator of his entire nervous system. This is why the Velcro dog exists. The dog who follows you from room to room, who needs to know where you are at all times, isn't anxious in the pathological sense. He is running an ancient biological protocol that says stay close to your social partner, monitor their state, calibrate your own accordingly. For his ancestors, this coordination meant survival. For your dog today, it means he watches you leave the kitchen and genuinely experiences a micro moment of uncertainty until you return. He's not being dramatic, he's being a dog. So here's the contrast that matters. When your dog tracks your movement across the house, he's performing what researchers call visual access monitoring. He needs information. You are the most information-rich entity in his environment. Every glance at your face is a data point. Every shift in your voice is a variable. He monitors you the way a navigator monitors instruments, continuously, automatically, and with genuine biological investment in the outcome. When your cat watches you from the doorway without following, she's performing something fundamentally different, a security sweep. She is confirming that her territory is stable, her anchor point is present, and her map is intact. Having confirmed all of that, she returns to rest. Because a cat who can rest fully in an environment she trusts is a cat who feels completely safe. The dog seeks you because without you, he lacks critical information. The cat monitors you because you are embedded in the very fabric of her sense of safety. Different architecture, same depth of bond. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Every time your dog looks up at your face in the middle of a perfectly ordinary moment, he is paying a biological cost. He is investing nervous system resources into monitoring you, bonding with you, synchronizing with you. That is not nothing. That is an ancient genetic contract being renewed every single day. And every time your cat chooses the chair closest to where you're sitting, she is doing the same, quietly, on her own terms, but unmistakably. Love doesn't always look like a wagging tail. Sometimes it looks like an open eye in an otherwise sleeping animal. Sometimes it looks like a dog who just needs to know you're still in the next room. The biology of their bond with you has a cost, and they pay it every day, without hesitation. That's worth knowing. If this changed the way you see your pet, even a little, hit subscribe. We go this deep every single week. And tell us in the comments who follows you more in your house, your cat or your dog. The answers are always more surprising than people expect. See you next time.